welcome back to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you all guys for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for your love, for your support. Okay guys, if you are new to the channel, you are highly and very welcome. If you have not subscribed, please, I would appreciate if you subscribe to Stylish Naija YouTube channel and then hit on the bell on the side also to get an update whenever I upload a new video. So that's just like basically the essence of hitting on that bell. And then if you want to register for our online classes, you can see my number scrolling through the screen. Just send me a message on WhatsApp. I'll give you the details of the classes we have available. And then you can also follow me on all of my social media platforms: Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, all at Stylish Naija. Okay, so these are my lines. Excuse me. Okay, and then as you're watching this video, you see a join button there, so you can just click on the join button. That button actually helps you. It actually would I say help? It actually it's to help my channel, to support my YouTube channel. Yeah, so that's just like the best word to use. If you want to support Stylish Naija YouTube channel, you can just click on the join button and then you see the details of what we have available for members here on YouTube. Okay guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to cut and sew a very simple and easy corset. So this is like an illusion corset or an underbust illusion corset. Yeah, that's just it, an underbust illusion corset. That's what we are going to be learning how to cut and sew today. Even as a beginner, you will be able to pull this off after watching this video. All right guys, so now let's just get started with the tutorial. Okay, so I've cut out the down part. So the next thing, I'm going to create my boning lines. So for this, you can actually create it however you want to. So that's the center. So I'm just going to rule one line here. So you can use any boning technique of your choice. So I already have a video here in case you don't know how to sew bonings. I think I'll drop the link in the description box so you can watch that video and then that will help you. Okay, so I have about 5 lines here for my boning. So the next thing now, I'm going to cut out my boning and then I will go and stitch my boning. So depends, like I said, depends on the, if you notice the one on the, it is an invisible boning. That is an inbuilt, it's not the outer one. Okay guys, so I finished cutting out my straps, so I will go and use them to sew, to create boning case here. So I'm just going to place them, for those of you that don't know, I'm just going to place them like this and then I'll stitch it down on both sides so I can pass my boning through it. So I'll go and do that now and then come back and show you. Okay guys, so you can see, so I finished creating my boning casing, so you can see all of them inside. So I'm going to pass my bones in through them, but before then I'll just leave it on the side and then you cut out your lining also. So I'm going to cut out the top part with my mesh. So when making this kind of illusion, if you are using a very stretchy net, it is always better. So with that, it will not, you can decide to double your net, but mine, I don't want to double it. So you just place it and then you cut out. So for the back, you're just going to cut, the back is your normal basic back. So you can see it is very transparent. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'll take this and then I'll add this to it. So I'm going to stitch it. I'm going to stitch them together. So you can take the center, just make sure that the center, so you mark the center of the under bust of the corset. Just mark it. And then you pair them together like this. So if you notice, I've not turned with the lining. I've not turned with the lining yet. So I want to stitch it down before I pass the bones through it and then seal before I turn it with the lining. So with that, it will be easier, you understand, so it will not be falling out. So I'll take it back to the machine now and then I'll stitch it. After stitching, I'll pass my bones through it and then this is the lining that I'm going to use to turn it from this point. So I will just do that and then come back and show you. Okay guys, so you can see, so I finished stitching. So this is what I have. So for this kind of corset, this under bust corset, you actually don't need a dart. So please take note. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to pass my boning into it. So I cut my boning. I really don't want the fat ones, so I just cut them into tiny bonings. So you can see, it entered very well because I've already closed that part. So it actually makes it easy. So I'll just pass all of them. I'll just keep passing until I'm done, and then I'll turn it with lining. So you see, it is very, very simple and easy. So when you get to this down part, just make sure that your bones, you have a as in allowance where you'll be able to turn. So that's what I wanted to say. Okay, so after putting my boning, so you can see how puffed up it is. So I'm just going to ignore it, and then I'll take my lining. So I'll go and turn it with lining now. So in turning with lining, I'll do this like this. So I'm going to take it, just make sure that this one is here. And then I'll stitch it. I'll just maintain this line very well. I'll stitch it and then take it to the down. I'll just push this inside like this, and then I would stitch the down and then join the side also. So after stitching, before I do that, after adding my boning, so you can see what it looks like. So I'm just going to ignore the puff up. I'm going to iron it when I'm done. So I'll take this like this, and then I'll turn it like this, and then I'll take my, so just make sure that the net is on the center, and then you take this like this. So what I'm going to do now, take it back to my machine, and then I'll stitch below the first line. Just stitch below the first line, and then join the side and the side. So if it is a gown, you don't need to stitch the down part, because this down part is where you add to this down part is where you connect to the skirt. But if it is a blouse, you can decide to sew it down, and then on the side you just open a little piece where you are going to turn it. So I'll go and do that, and then bring it back. We'll place it on the dress form and start fixing the bra cups on it. Okay guys, so you can see I finished. So you can see, so I've ironed it. I used the steam iron, so you can see how it is laying very flat and fine. You can see the back, it's really neat on the inside. So the next thing now, we're going to cover our bra cups. So there are some, they actually cover their bra cups, while others, they will choose not to cover the bra cup. But I think it is better for us to cover the bra cup. So I'm going to do this. I'm actually going to do it on the dress form, but for the sake of those people that don't have dress form, I'm going to just show you how to do it here, so it will be easy for you. So you're not like, I don't have dress form, so I don't know how to do this. So you take your bra cup. You can decide to take a needle and a thread also, and then you take your bra cup, and then you measure your bust point to your under bust. You understand? So just make sure that this point, that's this joining, is directly on the under of your bust. So that actually makes it really simple and easy. So you can see this now. This is 13. You can see this is 13, and then this is my my bust point. Just make sure that it's staying here nicely. So I'm trying to arrange it properly. So make sure you arrange it. If not, it will not stay. It will not stay well. You understand? It will not stay well. So that's my under bust. So the next thing, you can decide to use a needle and a thread. Just tack it down, because you are still going to cover it with your applique. So I'll just get a needle and a thread, and then show you how to do that. So like I said, you can just use your needle and your thread. I'll just use my pins, because I'm going to cover the bra cup. So I'll just do this, just to hold and secure it down. Just take this out. So that's that, so you can see what we have. You see it. Just pin to make it really firm. Okay, so we have that. So the next thing, I'll take the second, you take the second one also, and then you place it. So I need to shift that one a little bit. So that shows that it was not well positioned. So these are the things that you are going to look out for when you are doing this. You're going to look out for them. So you place them and then you pin them together, and then you can start applying your applique on them. You can decide to just use a needle and a thread. It's better that way. Okay, so you can see these are my appliques. So I cut them out from a lace. So it is always better that way, because if you are going to buy applique, you are going to buy so much. It's better just get a beautiful lace and then trim out all of the edges, and then you can start applying them. However, just to cover the bra cup, and just apply them however you want to. You can do any design of your choice on it. You can continue with the needle and thread. You can use your gum, you can use your fabric gum to do this. So mine, I'm going to use the fabric gum to do this. You can just apply it however. So you can see our corset is taking shape however you want to do it. So I'm going to place mine on the dress form and do this. So for those of you that don't have a dress form, you can just go ahead and arrange it properly, and then you add your neckline and then join this to the down part of your gown. You are done. So you can see you've already made out a very beautiful under bust corset. So I'll place it now and then I'll arrange mine on the dress form. Okay guys, so you can see how beautiful my corset is looking. It really came out. So the next thing now, we're going to start pinning all of our trimmings. So you can pin them first before gumming. So it is always better to do it that way, to pin them and see what you have. You understand? It's better that way. See what you have first before you start using your gum to secure them. But if you are making use of a needle and a thread, you can just go ahead and start stitching them on it. But it's always good to first of all see what you want before you. So it depends. So this depends on how much of the cleavage area you want to expose. So you can actually control this however you want to control it. So I'm just going to continue doing it. Okay guys, so at the end of the day, so you can see how beautiful our underbust illusion corset looks like. So it actually came out fine. So with this, like I said, even as a beginner, you will be able to sew a corset and then sew for your customers also. So thank you so much. If you find this video helpful, please, I would appreciate if you would hit on the like button, and if you have not subscribed to my channel already, please subscribe. Thank you so much guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.